Go.
Oh, baby.
I'm excited to see
my
this.
favorite segment of all time, and it's back with different colors, baby. It is time for This Week in Shohei Ohtani news. For the first time as a Los Angeles Dodger, we're going to talk about his first homer of the year that he just hit on Wednesday night, his start at the plate offensively, and a little update on where he's at in terms of his throwing program and coming back as a pitcher. We're going to talk about all of that today. But Alex, we have to start with his first home run as a Dodger. It might have taken a little longer than he wanted or the fans wanted, but here we are on April 3rd on a Wednesday, the first night he hit one, and boy, did he get it. And it wasn't even like, this is what's cool about Shohei. He doesn't even need to get all of a ball to hit it 430 feet.
Mhm.
Like, this was really cool to see his first one. I'm happy he got it out of the way. And now I think the floodgates are going to open. But fun to see in Dodger Stadium. It was cool that it happened there. Just an awesome, I thought it was an awesome moment. And a moment that will forever be in Dodgers history where, you know, first Shohei Ohtani homer as a Dodger. Pretty cool.
Do you want to know a fun fact about that home run?
I would love fun facts.
So his first home run as a Dodger was also on the exact same day that he hit his first Major League Baseball home run on April 3rd, 2018.
Wow. Here it is.
So yeah, I guess his first home run as an Angel happened on the exact same day that he hit his first home run as a Dodger.
If you're watching this and not just listening, can we play exactly that again?
Yeah.
His swing looks so different. As well, we'll see it in 1 second.
Oh my gosh.
Here.
This is the picture that I
His
have.
swing, look how different his swing looks.
That's the epic picture that I have of the Gatorade shower after the home run. I didn't realize it was the one at Angel Stadium. That was, his first big league home run. I was interviewing him right after that. That's the crazy,
Yeah. That's a great picture. Not to describe, I was
not at all. I was like,
wow, that's crazy, but very cool. That lot going on there. Homer on the same day.
Look at that. Look at his front foot.
Look at just his swing. So
everything.
Different.
His elbow.
He had a big leg kick when he first came over. His swing's so much more compact and powerful these days. Really cool to see.
It was. Now, if you caught that home run ball, what would you have done with it? In the stands.
So that homer.
Yeah.
Is going to be, that ball is worth a lot of money.
You think?
Right?
How much?
So the girl or woman that caught it in the stands. I mean, it depends. I would imagine it could eventually go for
$1 million?
over $1 million. I would say.
Ooh.
What would I do with it?
Yeah.
As in literal me, Ben. Well, I mean, if I'm thinking about that, I have to think of like
if he
all
asked you for
that
it.
Shohei has done for me.
Yeah.
You know, like I have a signed Shohei ball. He signed a bat for me. He also wanted and allowed me to be the one person that sat down and interviewed him one-on-one for an hour. Like I would say, hey, nice homer. And I would give it back. I would give it back.
I would too. Also, like Shohei Ohtani doesn't do a lot of autographs, signings. So he ended up giving the woman, what was it? I think a ball, a bat, a hat. I'm guessing he probably signed those as well. But they talked about it during the broadcast of him going over, meeting the woman, getting the ball back. And I've been a part of like a couple of like big moments where the players get the ball back. And I think the biggest one was Albert Pujols's 500 or 600th home run, whichever one was with the Angels.
Yeah.
And you never know if you're going to get it back, right?
Yeah.
And it's up to the fan. It's 100% up to the fan who catches it. And just the look on their faces, the players, because again, like it means a lot to them too, whether they're going to keep it or it's going to go into some museum. You can tell how much it means to them to get something like that back. So it's that part of it too.
Do you remember the homer he hit in the World Baseball Classic when the person in the stands caught it in the Tokyo Dome and they literally passed it around to one another? That is unbelievable.
That's
to me.
Japan for you though. Like it was so kind and respectful.
Now, yes, 100%. This person, if I'm this person and I'm not me, Ben, they ended up with a bat, a baseball, and 2 hats.
So he's got it, like he signed them, right? Like, and you should get tickets again, right? Shohei Ohtani, like maybe gave you some like really good Dodgers club tickets? No?
I don't know.
That's
a bat,
that they better be
baseball,
signed. They better
hopefully they're
all be
signed.
signed. If
The
they're not signed, this
hats.
is like
2 hats is funny to me. Like,
Yeah.
two.
I don't know. He better have signed all of it though. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So first homer, crushed it.
Yeah.
He's back to hitting homers, which kind of leads into the next thing we want to talk about, which is his start offensively.
Mhm.
A little slower than I think he would want, than I think fans want. But you look up now, here we are on, it's Friday. The episode comes out on Friday, and he's hitting 270 with a homer, 4 RBIs, and a 750 OPS.
Mm-hmm.
So good, not great.
I mean, it's the lowest home runs and RBI in his career through
Correct.
9 games. So obviously, we know he's off to a slow start. I feel like he knew This Week in Shohei Ohtani news was coming up. He had to get that home run in right before this segment. But this is not out of the norm for Shohei Ohtani. He has had slow starts to seasons from the beginning of his career. Like his first major league home run was on this same date in 2018.
I am not concerned at all. His swing looks good. He's driving the ball to the opposite field now. He's hitting 270. By the way, he's a 2-for-3 game away, 2-for-3, 2-for-4 game away from hitting 300 on the year.
Yeah.
All right. And next thing you know, he's got 4 RBIs on the year. Well, you can't drive in a guy if Mookie Betts keep hitting homers. Mookie's not on base to drive in. So look, he's going to come up soon with the bases loaded. He's going to hit a grand slam at some point soon. He's going to hit a 3-run homer. By this time next week, he'll have at least another homer, and he's going to have probably double the RBIs he has of right now. I'm going to guess by this time next week, Shohei has over 8 RBIs. So let's just pump the brakes on the worry about the power and the production numbers coming. RBIs are kind of out of your control. If guys are on base, great. Your RBI total is going to be higher. As of right now, every hit that Mookie Betts gets, it's a homer. Nobody's on base. So batting average is there. He's hitting 270. That's fine. Homers, his power swing is back. He just hit his first homer Wednesday night. His swing looks really good and locked in. I have said this for years. When you're watching Shohei, if he's staying inside the ball and hitting line drives or homers to the opposite field, that's when he's at his best. When he's at his worst, he's rolling over balls to second base. So if you see balls getting hit on a line to the left field, left center field gap, that's a very good sign for what's to come for Shohei. I feel like he's locking in.
Yeah.
I feel like the production numbers and the statistics are naturally going to come. I am not at all worried about this being the lowest home run total and RBI total of his career through 9 games. You know why? Because of what I just said. 9 games. It's 9 games. Pump the brakes, breathe. Everything's going to be okay, including Shohei. He's doing just fine. The production will come. And by the way, the dude's going through a lot.
Can we, that's what I was going to say. I was like, there's a lot of factors you have to take into consideration here. He did not have a normal start to the season.
Yeah.
Emotionally, he is going through this gambling scandal with his former interpreter who was his best friend and family. And then physically, he is coming off of a major injury that he is still rehabbing, which is why he is not pitching this year. So when you think about the mental and physical aspect of it and him still going out there every single day and performing, still not bad, just not to our Shohei Ohtani standards, he's going to be just fine. Give the guy a break.
Yep. Speaking of pitching and coming back from an injury, we got a little update on where he is. He has now progressed to 60 feet throwing flat ground. He was throwing for the first time about a week or so ago, first time that at least cameras saw. And now he has progressed to throwing 60 feet in his throwing program, which is a great sign, honestly. And there have been murmurs, and these have pretty much been shot down, but Shohei hasn't written off that he has an outfield glove and he might want to play outfield this year. So
of course he does.
Honestly, that is kind of joking, but kind of maybe it could happen. But I think that speaks to where he's at in his throwing program and how he feels. Surgery was successful. Whatever the hell we're calling the surgery.
The non-Tommy John surgery?
The non-Tommy John, don't say Tommy John. Kind of looks like Tommy John, but we're not saying Tommy John surgery.
But it was UCL, which is Tommy John surgery.
Yes, but I'm not. By the way, after hearing more and more about it, I'm not convinced that it was a typical standard Tommy John surgery. I do think it might have been like a little, maybe it was this experimental thing. Maybe it was a little different. I don't know, but I digress. The rehab is also seemingly like Tommy John rehab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
But it's clearly
it
the
is.
surgery went well. The throwing program is going well, and he's now back to throwing 60 feet. So all good news there. Hits his first homer.
Yep.
Alex, slow-ish start offensively that he's starting to pick up and going to be just fine. And throwing program-wise, Shohei's throwing a baseball.
Yeah.
And that's always a good thing for the game of baseball. And always a good thing for this show is the fact that my favorite segment of all time this week in Shohei Ohtani news is back. Thanks for watching. If you love flipping bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.